Thank you. I love to muse about the possibilities of the future, and I'm actually lucky to be in an environment where I see technologies of tomorrow being developed every day. But when I thought about what I was going to tell you tonight, I realized it was pointless to try and convince you of anything. First and foremost, as silly as it might sound, because I might be wrong. So let's take a second to think about what the future should look like instead of thinking about what the future will look like. I'm an architect by studies, so forgive me, we'll use a house as a metaphor for life. Please take the pen and paper under your chair and take 30 seconds to draw your dream house, so your dream life. Take 15 seconds. Everybody can do it, trust me. Everybody can draw like this. I've already seen that a few in the audience can actually draw, so I'm confident you'll come up with something great. All right, now we all know what your ideal future will look like. Let's assume that the house to the left is the house you live in right now. Then the house in the middle is the one you think you will live in 10 years, and the house to the right is the one you would like to live in 10 years. And I'm sure that if I ask you what's preventing you from going from the left to the right one, you'll come up with silly excuses like, it's expensive. Well, you can start small, right? Get the curtains you've always wanted. Curtains are not that expensive. And that's the point I want to make tonight. As long as you know where you're going, every step will take you closer. Or in other words, as long as you know why you do something, it will make more sense to you, but also to the outside world. So let's look at 3 examples. In the Foundation series by Asimov, Harry Seldon analyzes the behavior of big groups of people and uses this to influence the future of humanity. As all heroes, he does this to save humanity from tens of thousands of years of barbarism. Very clear motive, right? Let's take it one step closer. Elon Musk, you all know the guy. He does crazy stuff. He builds rockets, electric cars, AI, drilling machines. He even wants to connect our brain to the internet. And even though we might be surprised by what he does, he seems coherent. He's building a future he thinks should exist. He's building his colorful house. One step further, Rob van Gijssel, the previous mayor of Eindhoven, was actively working towards making the city a testing ground for people to build their own future. He was actively supporting innovation and entrepreneurship. Again, clear purpose, right? But let's go from Isaac to Elon to Rob and to you. And there's the key, right? If we all picture our colorful house and we all start building this future, we will all end up living in a colorful city we all like. Let me illustrate. If I go to the restaurant and the service is horrible, I don't go back there. If everybody agrees with me, the restaurant will have to change something or go bankrupt. If I'm the only one, nothing changes, but I'm still happier. If we take it one step further, I'm sure all of you know at least one person that has stopped eating meat for ethical or ecological reasons. This resulted in higher standards of life in the meat industry and actually a decrease of meat production in the EU. So why don't we do this in everything? Why don't we take action on the things we do like and we do not like? And I would actually like to take you to a Dutch saying, verbeter de wereld en begin bij jezelf, which roughly means to improve the world, start with yourself. And I actually believe that nowadays a lot of people, the majority of the population, is actually undergoing the changes people like Elon Musk make to this planet. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that Elon Musk is evil or wrong. I actually admire the guy. But imagine him walking into your house or apartment and saying, hey, that wall's going to be orange with green dots. That'd be a bit weird, right? Even if you happen to like orange with green dots. So keep your colorful house in the back of your mind, and every decision you make will make more sense. And I would even venture to say that you'll be more happy about them. And of course, your ideal future will change over the years. That's perfectly okay, right? Your destination might change, but you will still make progress towards it. You will keep moving forward. So, imagine your ideal future and never stop building it.